My biggest pet peeve when it comes to men is the audacity to ask me to meet you somewhere halfway, or to think that I'm just gonna go out of my way to meet up with you, instead of you sending me a card. Or
I was supposed to go on a date tonight, but then it got canceled, and here's why. And listen, one of my rules, if a man doesn't at least offer to send you a card for the date, whether you take it or not, no date. A few hours, I said, sounds good. Are you gonna send me a car or make me take the train?
Fair use! The content on this channel is for commentary, analysis, and educational purposes only. All clips, images, and references are used under fair use discussion. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and join respectfully.
The women in New York City are entitled because we expect men to send us an Uber for our date. How is you cool? Ubers are the least of their worries, my love. I expect a lot more. The Uber is just to test how far, at least, are they willing to be generous down the line.
So I'm texting her. I was like, how do I get a guy to send me like an Uber?
How do you just get a guy to get you
So
an Uber?
exactly.
Winter is here. The city's breath is turning cold. Ooh, yeah.
We are back in the love trap again. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a masterpiece that's going on right now. So not only is it that you have to pay for the date. Dates right now, the average is $189 per date. That's just the mill. Now you must get them to the date. Come on, fams. What we talking about? But don't worry. We'll go ahead. We'll listen to these lovely ladies who are going to tell us more about this.
So I'm texting her. I was like, how do I get a guy to send me like an Uber?
How do you just get a guy to get you
So
an Uber?
exactly.
Yeah.
So she says, ask very casually, but don't be like,
Hey, send me an Uber now.
and just be like,
Hey,
comma,
do you mind getting me an Uber?
question mark. And
That's
so
so upfront and
straight-
polite.
Yeah. And
Gentlemen, the game is cold. The question is, are you a willful participant or are you a willing idiot? Meaning, can you spot the difference between the two? Are you able to say, you know what? I really don't do those things, but I'll still meet you there if you still want to have a date. Or are you going to say, okay, baby, whatever you say, if that's what you want, that's what I'll do.
But so scary?
Yes.
What? Okay.
But then I was also thinking about, why is that scary for us?
we always want to seem
Independent.
convenient and independent.
Exactly. And that's how I
Convenient,
was.
but not
Gentlemen, understand, a woman's superpower is her ability to be nice and make you feel a certain way about her niceness. Don't get caught into that trap if it's not real.
First date idea. You take me to BMW and you buy me 3 cars. And then we in them.
I have no words for that. None. All right, maybe one. Delusional.
I was supposed to go on a date tonight, but then it got canceled, and here's why. So I had already met this guy. We met last weekend. Had drinks, danced, had a very fun evening once we met that night, right?
I don't see a problem with what's going on. Please explain.
He was like, I want to take you out. So I said, okay, sounds great. He said Saturday. I said, awesome. He said 7:30 this place. I said, great.
Interesting. Because you always hear men fail to plan dates. It sounds like he already had everything planned. And all you need to do is be in place.
It's pouring outside, okay? And listen, one of my rules, if a man doesn't at least offer to send you a card for the date, whether you take it or not, no date, okay? And he had not mentioned anything about a car. And to be honest, if the weather was beautiful, sometimes I would rather take the subway to do a little walk to the station, all that. So he said, see you in a few hours. I said, sounds good. Are you gonna send me a car or make me take the train in the rain?
Duh. You gonna take that train in the rain, boo? I got the date. You need to come see me. Come on, man. We getting out of control with these entitlements. Stop it. You want a date. Now it's different if you gonna say you gonna pay for the date. You pay for the date, I'll send the car.
And he goes, ha ha, see you at 7:30. I said, no, thank you. And he said, okay, I'll cancel the res. And I liked it. No, absolutely not. So I ordered myself.
Wait, time out. because he wouldn't send her a car, she canceled the date, or I'm sorry, he canceled the date. And then in return, she just spent some money on some food, it seems like, because she said, I ordered myself. So now, instead of having dinner with a man you thought was nice and attractive, you're at home by yourself, getting ready to eat some food, and you could have spent this money on getting yourself to the date. But okay, we'll listen.
Some Indian food. Oh my God. I'm so fucking excited. And we've read our book some. We're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna chill because we don't do that.
So even the men are rebuking this right here. And I know you're probably like, oh, Sarge, you black, so it's just the black men who aren't sending cars and stuff like that. You think so? Okay, let's see this gentleman right here explain his logic on why he refuses also. And he happens not to be black.
What is the best way for a woman to ask a man if he could send an Uber? Because a lot of times they want to ask, but they don't want to like impose or.
If someone asked me for an Uber at least to the venue, I'd probably be like, I probably don't want to go out
on
with
the first date.
Yeah.
Like when you meet them on a dating app.
Yeah, I probably would be like, no way.
What? Did y'all hear that? He said, no way. And once again, I don't know this guy, but I'm pretty sure this gentleman has no problem with getting women.
Really?
Yeah.
But would you offer an Uber if you really liked her?
To get there?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
I would offer
Even if she was like super hot, you guys had a good conversation.
No.
Gentlemen, she just played most women's hand, meaning that if you think she's, as she said, quote unquote, super hot, she didn't say, hey, this lady makes you feel amazing. She didn't say, hey, this lady actually understands you and gets you. She said, oh, good conversation, but super hot is the thing. Gentlemen, don't fall for the super hot trap. Because if you do, she gonna treat you like an ATM. Automatic. Tricking male. ATM.
Because I'm sure there's exceptions, but to me that represents like expectations. Like she expects that, and it's like, no, this is the first date. I don't even know you. Yeah, I was gonna say if it went really well, I would definitely consider home. If not, I would offer and see if she wanted it or didn't want it. But on the way there, never.
But that's a great question. I don't think that you can.
Good job, fam. That sounds like a man with some principles when it comes to dating.
Hello, my beauties. So I just came across this woman saying that how she wrote an article saying that the women in New York City are entitled because we expect men to send us an Uber for our date. How is you cool? Ubers are the least of their worries, my love. I expect a lot more. The Uber is just to test how far, at least, are they willing to be generous down the line.
Sometimes I think some of y'all just get on this internet and say whatever comes to your head, and these are not really your lived experiences, or you want these to be your lived experiences.
I believe that you should test out a man's generosity from the very beginning, because you don't want to be 3 months down the line, and because you're like, you know what, I want to prove that I'm such a good girl to be around, I'm not going to ask for anything. And then 3 months down, you're like, hey babe, I really love this dress. I think it would look so beautiful for our next date. He's gonna laugh in your face, especially if that dress is over $1,000.
My gentlemen, this what we doing out here now? Y'all buying y'all girls $1,000 dresses for a date? Y'all not putting money away to buy houses? Y'all not putting money away for stocks? Y'all not putting money away to one day be wealthy? All right, gents.
If a man can't give you an Uber, he will never give you flowers. If a man, well, I can't say never. It will take him a while to do so. But this is how my thought process is. If he can't send you an Uber, he'll more than likely squeeze his face to give me flowers. He will more than likely squeeze his face to give me a necklace, jewelry, gifts, money, trips, making my life easier.
Future husband of this lady, when I say this, your wife is not a wife. Your wife is just looking for tricks. So by the time you get her, she may have been all tricked out and ready to settle down. But listen to her motives for seeing people. It is purely financial to make her life easier. Now, what do you think she's doing while these men are making her life easier? I'm going to say it's probably just not conversation. That's 8 times out of 10. Now, once again, I'm going to leave it 2, just in case.
And I do not want to deal with it at any point in our relationship. So yes, I will leave at the first no I hear. And if it comes from a simple Uber, you were never the one, my love. And I know they say, oh, it's because of your safety. Don't invite the man into your home. Don't go into his home. And you guys are perfectly fine. I've been doing this for years. But then again, I'm still single, so don't listen to me.
That's a very wise thing she said in the end. She's still single, so don't listen to her. But the problem is, y'all won't. Don't worry about it.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs, and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it. And put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right out. It was like...
Okay, quick back end commentary. Now listen, gents. It is your money. You are absolutely free to do with it what you would like. However, and ladies, for you, you must learn to understand how to respect a man's pocket. Understand how you start something is how you must continue something for the most part. So if you start off giving and spending all this money, or if you are actually trying to get the vagina and you're spending money to get it instead of just saying, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do. This is what I have. Hey, what's up? What you feeling like? But if you're going in with the intention to get it, but you're trying to spend all this money for it, you know what that makes you. It starts with a T, and it's not for kids. Oh, tricks are for kids. Oh, maybe so. Never mind.
Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids. Silly rabbit.
Getting back to the sending of the car. I'm older, different school and a different train of thought. Two things happened when I was coming up. Either I came to pick you up and dropped you off to make sure that you were good to go, or you met me there. Option number 3, send the car, will never be an option. We talking about a first date, people. I feel like Allen Iverson when he was talking about, what we talking about, practice.
I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice.
It sucks. It sounds crazy. But listen, if you can't get somewhere for me to buy you a dinner, for me to sit down, and for you to enjoy my conversation, and for you to get to know me, what are we talking about? This is not an all-inclusive resort. You will do your fair share, and you will do your part. And if not, we understand where we stood with this. You can go, and you can leave. Gentlemen, you need to start looking between your legs and figure out what's down there. And if it's not down there, you need to grow a pair. Stop getting used and abused by these women. Remember, you are the one that has to carry the load.
Winter is here. The city's breath is turning